Hello everybody, I'm Garrulous64 and welcome back to Sonic Forces Mods. Today we've got the modern Sonic boost tweaks and we've got the modern Sonic regular non-boost tweaks. I was making a video about the non-boost tweaks before, and it was during the time where I was kind of sick, I think 2 weeks ago. It didn't really come out right, so I decided to destroy it with extreme prejudice, and by that I meant drag it into my recycling bin, which is not exactly that extreme, but anyway. Like I said, we're going to test out these things, and I thought the best place we could go for this is Luminous Forest, because the very beginning has a big straightaway we can, sandbox around in for 2 seconds. So as you can see here, we can move side to side, like, really, really well now, while boosting, which is absolutely beautiful. Because, I mean, before, you were just stuck, when you started boosting, it was almost like you were locked into a straightaway. It's like the developers didn't really want you to have very much control over it, they just want you to go straight forward. And I really can't tell why that is. I mean, my theory is that they didn't want you to look at the levels, like, in detail, because you would figure out that, oh geez, they're not really that well designed. But I think we all figured that out anyway. There are a few levels, there are a few exceptions, but for the most part, I just really don't think the levels in this game are that grand. Of course, I love this level, I think it looks nice and it plays pretty well. And with these tweaks, hell yeah. So as for the non-boosting tweaks, you can see here our double jump goes way higher than it used to. And if you homing attack things, you fly forwards a little bit, which I guess in the readme it says it kinda helps with the pace or something. So one thing I want to point out here, I have a lot more control than I used to, but there are boost panels plastered everywhere trying to force you in certain directions. And I think that's because there are a lot of obstacles on these things, like those spike walls. And, I mean, whether we kind of like it or not, the developers designed these levels around their gross, stiff controls. So, I don't think this is really going to pay off for people playing Forces until we actually start getting level ports. See, like that wall over there, I knew that was there, so I didn't walk into it. But, again, when I was testing this out earlier, when I was jumping off to that rail, if I was in a certain place, like, off to the right or something, I would fly right off the edge, I wouldn't even get to the rail. So again, like I said, they don't expect you to be, gallivanting left and right like this. They want you to stay right on that, like, one middle path, and they try to force you to do that. But now we have the ability to not do that, and, the level starts falling apart a little bit, because obviously, like I said, they were designed around the original controls. Thought I'd jump back to Lost Valley real quick to show you guys a little bit more of the non-boosting tweaks. We can check out the homing attack really well here, and we can see it in 3D as well. Alright, so as we've seen previously, the boost is now more fun. Can't wait to see stuff like that, but here we go. Homing attack has like very little cooldown, and it's just very snappy. So, I mean, makes things a little bit quicker. Of course, it's not going to help anybody who, speedruns the game or whatever, because it's probably not legal. I mean, of course it's not legal, it's a mod that enhances the game. That would be a no-no. Unless maybe people start doing speedruns with this mod, and there's like a new category for it, but who knows. The fixed Sonic Forces speedrun, how about that? The fun Sonic Forces speedrun. Wow, see that? I was able to actually turn and try and head that direction. It's just the invisible wall prevented me from doing so. And even so, even when there are areas you can move side to side while boosting, they don't really encourage it. They just have invisible walls or boosters trying to make it so you don't even do it. So, like, despite that wide area looking thing right there, that was just like a very, very narrow pathway. So I'm really excited for Generations levels to be ported to Forces now. If we use this mod, or this combination of mods in addition to those, I think it's going to be a lot of fun to play through those levels again with the slightly different control scheme. I mean, I don't think it'll be as perfect as Generations is, and geez, I'm just sucking all over the place today. But you know what? It's par for the course. I know there's a section coming up where usually I would complain about there being no drifting. So let's see how it handles with the new boost tweaks. Alright, so far it's nice. I mean, the game kinda tries to make it so you stay on course when you're going around this, but When I first played it, it didn't really help me that much. I just ended up going off the edge as usual. There we go. So the enhanced double jump really helps in this level because you can skip a lot of stuff. Come on, Sonic, boost up the ramp. It's okay. You can make it. You clearly can. There we go. So we don't even need to bother with some of these platform sections, which is nice, because I found them a little tedious. Not difficult, just kind of boring. Yeah, so here, I mean, it almost scripts you to stay on the platform, but like I said before, I've had times where he just falls off anyway. Look at it, it's so nice now. It's snappy, it's responsive. Thank you, modders. You truly do what Sega can't. Alright, well I know it's kinda hard to, you know, show off a physics or control changing mod, so I really encourage you to download the mods from the description and try them for yourself. It actually made the game a lot more fun to play, and like I said, I can't wait for new levels to be ported into the game, because the ones we have aren't really built for these controls. If you all liked this video and you're not subscribed already, please make sure you do so we can keep it with more Sonic Forces mods and other things that aren't Sonic Forces mods, because I do a lot of things. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.